Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
It was 75 years ago this summer that Lou Gehrig delivered his iconic speech.
That I might have been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for. Thank you.
Less than 2 years later, he would die of ALS at the age of 37.
We still haven't come up with the magic bullet. That magic bullet being something to provide a cure, provide some sort of relief for people who get this terrible damn disease.
Tom Watson became involved after his good friend and caddy Bruce Edwards was stricken with the disease. He died in 2004.
I told him at that time, after he said, well, I made a quadruple bogey, and he just in his own, he always had a sense of humor about even the macabre. And I said, well, we're gonna come back from this just like we do on the golf course after a quadruple bogey. But the thing that that we found out, fairly shortly was that there was really nothing that was going to help him stave off the inevitable decline of his body and ultimately his death.
George Brett spearheaded one of the first local ALS chapters after his friend Keith Worthington was diagnosed back in 1973. He would die 12 years later.
Would we all like to see a cure by now? Yes. Have we helped out a lot of patients with this disease? Yes. Have we made their life easier and those loved ones that are around them easier? Yes. But I think the number one goal is to find a cure. And I think Kansas City has done more for finding a cure for this disease than any other town in America. And that's something that I think I'm most proud of.
The courage displayed by their friends and by that Yankee great 75 years ago inspires them still today.
How could you feel so lucky when you knew there was something terribly wrong with you? That was ALS, or at that time, kind of an unknown disease.
And for him to say that today he considered himself the luckiest man on the face of the earth is pretty cool, because when we're facing our toughest challenge in life, this man saw himself as being so fortunate, where so many times we feel sorry for ourselves.
Maybe Lou Gehrig felt he was the luckiest man on the face of the earth because he got a chance to do what he loved doing, playing baseball. And not only did he play baseball, he was very good at it. And not only was he really good at it, but he played with some great teammates, and Babe Ruth, and won a lot of World Series, and probably had the time of his life.